another episode of Love and Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, we're going to be diving into episode 8 of Extracted. The hit Fox reality TV show has been a wild ride of survival while also having their family members sit in headquarters trying to help them navigate to win $250,000. Thank you guys so much for the continued support here on the Love and Reality Podcast, breaking down Extracted each and every week. We drop episodes Monday night after the show airs. On top of that, folks, this Tuesday, after you watch this, or if you're watching this now, you can catch my interview with the person extracted from the show. All right, without further ado, we were left with a little bit of a cliffhanger. We are down to the final 5. Jake, Haley, Megan, Woody, Ryan H. Now, Ryan H., Haley are struggling while Jake, Woody, and Megan are thriving right now. Everybody sees the mystery box in the little bit of the middle of the lake. And everybody's starting to wonder, do we go for the mystery box or do we let the mystery box go? Nobody could figure out what to do here. However, Jake is assertive, which I can appreciate. And that's why he's going a long way in this competition. Not only does he have the help from headquarters, but I mean, at the same time, though, he's kind of like empty box after empty box, after empty box. So maybe he doesn't have the help as, we think he does. But at the same time, he takes that initiative, gets on the water, boom, grabs it. Haley joined in the water, but obviously came up short here. Jake opens the box in front of Megan and Haley. By opening this crate, he got a power advantage of setting up a smoke flare to get a supply drop. He can get new boots, sleeping cot, a steak dinner, s'mores. The list goes on and on of what he's capable of getting from this flare. All right. Team Megan and Haley and Team Ryan and Woody are talking about how they're navigate getting Jake out. However, Team Jake heads to Team Megan to work with them. This was an interesting thing. This was a big episode highlighting on teams working with one another to try to figure out who we're going to take to the finals, right? That's what this is down to. We're down to the final 5. We need to figure out what are we going to do here. Now, supply drop is imminent. Each family will make a critical decision towards everything with everything in secret. They have a chance to level the playing field by choosing to forfeit critical supplies below their name. The stuff can be replaced. Nobody will know what is taken from one another until they get the crates. This was a game changer. Game changer on many levels. Okay. An interesting dynamic here. Haley and Megan didn't lose a single thing. Ryan was first to open his. He lost his canteen. He lost his emergency blanket. He lost his stove. And he lost his sleeping bag. His family were sad, sad pandas. Woody opened his crate. Sleeping bag and the flint and steel's gone. He's not happy. Jake's family are laughing. They were laughing hysterical here. Jake opened his crate and let's see. Jake opened his crate and joked about opening crate number 7 being empty potentially. However, Jake lost flint and steel, stove, hatchet, tarp are all gone from Jake. His family knows it was all Woody and Ryan's family. Here we are. Ryan said he slept one night without a sleeping bag. He doesn't want to go another night without it. He asked his family to pull him out of the game, so they extract him. And I understand the element of like, oh my God, I can't believe they did. It's a game. We're playing for $250,000, folks. This ain't no chump change. We're trying to win some money. So then there was 4. Of course, Jake decided to use the flare and got a big old salmon. Big old salmon. That will surely make up for those lost supplies. Jake is kind of rubbing it in. Because of that, it rubs Haley's crew a little bit the wrong way. So, again, Jake is the biggest player, and they know that they need to get him out of the game, but I don't know how you can really do that, right? You're taking things away from him. He's still, trying to navigate everything and stuff like that. But Jake's family is hoping that Woody struggles and quits. Jake's team, whether he wins this or not, Jake's family at headquarters here have been the best at headquarters, even overcoming obstacles here to try to navigate what they need to do. They have been able to get really a lot of supplies to him, but they've been able to do other things. All right. Haley's family is talking up Woody's family, but she knows that Jake is the strongest and wants it to make it to the finals against the ladies because they think it is easy. It is. I mean, we don't know what's going to come down to, but if it comes down to, again, muscles, stamina, all of these things that Jake has time and time again proved that he is strong and capable of that. They now know that he has this big old salmon, this big old flare. They don't know what he got from the flare, but they know it's going to be something delightful. They know it's going to be something to carry him over to the finals. Survival trial. How much faith do they have in their survivalists? Supply crates will drop in 2 places. A green location, which is easy to find, that is food and water. A red is further away, but has food, water, satellite phone with a potential 2-minute call with their loved one. They can only choose 1 crate to send their loved one to. I assumed that there was only 1 crate in both locations, but everybody could get the crates. So we watch Haley, Megan, Woody decide to go after the green, and Jake went after the red. One more phase of the survival trial. Phase 2 will take place anonymously in the supply room. They will vote for a survivalist to receive an empty crate. Anyone with 2 votes will receive an empty crate. Obviously, Jake's team picked Woody. They're confident in their alliance with Megan and partially confident in their alliance with Haley. So they think that for sure Woody's not getting anything. Haley picked Jake. Surprise, not really surprised. This is going to expose the alliances and broken alliances moving forward. Woody's team is pleading with Megan's family not to screw them over. Woody's team obviously pick up Jake, which means he's getting an empty crate. Megan's team talks and picked Woody. Interesting. Megan has already lost, while Jake is already on the verge of the supply crate. However, he opens the crate and it's empty. Jake's family said any alliance is over if that crate's empty. Woody's team knows that Haley has their back now, while Jake's team knows that Haley and that alliance are over. Now, that being said, Megan and Haley couldn't find the crate, but Woody did. He opens the crate and it was empty again. Jake's team is elated, while Woody's family is not thrilled. Woody's family kind of goes after Megan's best friend, and she said, I'm sorry. She said, I don't blame them for being bad. Megan's BFF is a little bit heartbroken. All right. Again, 2 episodes remain. We've got 4 people: Jake, Haley, Megan, Woody. How do you foresee the power rankings after episode 8? Here are my extracted power rankings after 8 episodes. I will admit this was a little bit harder for me because 2 through 4 are almost in the same boat. So coming into 4th place right now, I have Woody. The only reason I have him slotted here is because he lost all of those supplies. That was a lot of stuff to lose. And then, of course, the energy that it took to get to the crate, only for it to be empty. He can only so many times go to this crate, go do this, and lose that energy and it not have a lasting impact. Number 3, I got Haley at number 3. This stems from the Megan's alliance with Jake. That to me is what outweighs what Haley has right now. That's the deal breaker. Megan, by default, in some aspects, is 2, but she also has been a strong competitor. I wouldn't count her out completely against Jake in the finale. I'm not going to say Jake's running away with this quite yet. There's still 2 episodes. There's still a lot of trial by fire. There's still going to be a lot of things that could unfold over these next few episodes that could really set Jake back. Now, that being said, Jake has that giant piece of salmon. He's going to go a long way for him, right? He lost all of these supplies, but in return, he gets the salmon. He's got it. He's going to eat it. He's going to have that nutrition. He's going to have that energy. But At the same time, is this going to continue to put a big target on his back? That's the biggest question I have going into these final 2 episodes. Has he driven with his urge to talk about how comfortable, how great he has it? Will that turn against him in the end? Who do you think is going to win Extracted? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Love and Reality Podcast. We'll be back next week breaking down episode 9.